You're only helping people that pay you. I was like, do you feel like that's how you want to do it? And they're like, well, we don't know any other way. So, okay. I was like, so let me explain something to you.
This is Secrets for Success.
And when you are you're the face of it, like that's what we have to deal with. Mm-hmm. And it's hard. And like, trust me, I get it. It's hard. One of the things that I tell everyone that I work with, even last week when I was in Cleveland, I said this to that practice, it was 2 locations that I was working with, and they're funny with money as well. So Christians and healthcare people, they're all funny with money, right? And I said to them, one of our commandments for our company is that we're mission-based. And I said, do you guys understand what that means? Because I had their owners create commandments for their company because they didn't have any. And nobody raised their hand. I was like, okay. Well, I was like, do you guys want to help as much people as you possibly can? And then they're like, yes, we do. It's like, okay, good. So how are you going to do that? Because right now, all you're doing is helping people that pay you. I was like, you're only helping people that pay you. I was like, do you feel like that's how you want to do it? And they're like, well, we don't know any other way. So, okay. I was like, so let me explain something to you. There's vocation and there's advocacy. Okay? So vocation is when people are going to the front desk, they're giving them their credit card for their copay or cash or whatever the case is, but they can't come and see you unless they pay you money. And that's what you're used to. That's your vocation. And I get it because you need to pay for your rent or your mortgage or whatever, your car note, food. So we need vocational work. I was like, so the things I'm like, and that's important. And I know people will crucify you for that. But the reality is that we want to help as many people for free as we possibly can, right? Okay, so that's called advocacy work. That's where we're advocating for the Christian community. Right. That's where you're advocating. But the deal is that 95% of my content that I give out, 95% of what I do is free. Yeah. And it was free when I was at Renewal too. You know why? Because I made a lot of money at Renewal. I can do a lot of free stuff. Mm-hmm. So I think one of the first things is we're going to have to charge people and we're going to have to make the business profitable. And I truly believe in my heart of hearts, knowing you guys it's been 27 years. 27 years we've known each other. So I know who I'm dealing with. You're good people. And if you had the money, if you had it, I don't believe that you guys would just be fat cats chilling in Ibiza all day. I don't think that's you. Like, I mean, like from what I know, he's a little shady, but okay, huh?
Can I get brand deals because our Instagram has been growing? Can I get brand deals? I can give away our services.
Right. Well, you can.
Bring in money.
If you bring in money, this is the thing.
Things away.
If you bring in money, and this is the rewiring you have to have. Both of you have to have. If you bring in money and you guys are profitable, here's what you have to say. Lord, I'm going to help more people for free as long as we are taken care of. So just provide for us, right, and we're good, then I'm going to help. So I say, I've said this to you guys for years. Do you guys really think I'm the nicest guy out there in healthcare? I really don't think so. I don't think so. I think I've made more money than most. And I think because of that, I've been able to do a lot of stuff for free. Right. In the mornings when I get up, I was rattled yesterday because of the whole Facebook thing, because the first thing I want to do in the mornings is give people stuff for free in my community. Right? It makes me really, really happy. And it makes me feel as though like I'm really living out my purpose and there's no paywall. But you can't do that if you're not making money. No. So we have to be okay with that. And there's going to be some people that are not going to get it, and that's okay. Okay? And there's going to be some people that are going to get it, and that's okay too. But you have to also believe this. At the end of church every single Sunday, at least at the church I was going to in Orlando, and then now Grace, which is where we've gone for years. Grace has a campus right over here, right? Every single time that they finish service, they say, does anybody have any prayer requests? Now, I don't know if you've ever, like when you guys were going to the one over there in New Tampa, I can't remember the name of it, but Life Point. I don't know if you were ever one of the people that would be at the front praying for people. But you know what? When you're praying for people, you have people that are basically asking for help that you can give them, right? That's what they're, so you are their answered prayer.
Right.
Like you are that. And I can tell you this, you're asking people to change behavior. This is going to be your offer. You're asking them to change behavior and you're not going to charge them? How do you think somebody's going to take you seriously if you don't charge them? The reason, like even you guys you're like one of my best friends. And did I not charge you? Okay, I still charge you. And guess what? What did you do when you got in yesterday? You got in yesterday, you came from the airport, and what did you do? Did y'all go down to the beach and go hang out with Flipper and all that stuff? What did you prepared. You want to know why you prepared? Because I charge you. The best thing I can do for you guys is actually charge you something enough to where you take it seriously.
Right.
So it's like that mindset, like you got to not only shift it and continue to shift it for yourself, but you have to shift it of what I'm actually doing you a favor, right? Like this morning, I didn't really want to go to F45, but I'm paying them $180 a month. So it forces me to actually do the thing that in my head I want to do. But if it was free, I wouldn't go.
Well, we've given I don't know how many hundreds of scholarships.
Yeah.
And then the people just don't.
And you have some people that acknowledge it, but a lot of people don't. Like at the end of the day, we're doing vocational work and we're doing advocacy. That's it. And the better we do with our vocation, the more advocacy we can do. Okay? Like that's the big thing. So we've got to make this thing profitable. We have to make it profitable. In order for what? In order to buy 14 homes? No. Not necessarily, okay, right? But we have to make it profitable so that we can do more advocacy work. Like for me, I look at the way our programs were in 2019 and 2020. Sorry, even in 2018, 2019, and 2020. And I used to charge $30,000 for what I'm charging $15,000 for today. And that's only because of the blessings that I have been given through my vocation, that I'm able to give even more to someone for less, right? And so I feel like, and with the economy, I feel like it's helpful to people, and it allows people to be able to charge people that and fly them in and take care of their food and all the other stuff. That's only because I already have money.
Right.
At least currently. Okay. All right. No, seriously.
Well, when we started, we live in a small, fairly poor town. Like our whole vision was, let's do this online, let's make money online, and then we can give back and serve the community.
Okay.
For free.
Yeah.
Or we could travel around and meet with with people around and travel and speak and.
But we just we have never been able to quite get to that point.
Yeah.
All we're doing is launching $5,000 products so that we can just pay our rent.
Right. Yeah. And that's not a long-term true play if you're truly trying to do advocacy work.
Right.
So hopefully that rewire is extremely important. So with that said, we've got to make money with this in order for those other things to happen. And I truly believe, just knowing the situation, I truly believe that the best thing you could do is to just create a new offering. Going into 2026, we are going to be doing this event, and I would do a retreat. And I'm telling you this right now, my daughter and I just talked. My daughter is going to Costa Rica in December. Okay? She's going the first week in December. It's a missions trip. And she's going with 12 other women that are in their 50s and 60s and 70s, right? And so she just told me, and by the way, the trip is $2,500. She doesn't have like this big time job, but she wants to do it. She wants to go.
Yeah.
So you know what she did? She put a GoFundMe up on Facebook. She did. She put a GoFundMe up on Facebook, and she put a GoFundMe thing up on Instagram. And I'm just like, how these people like, wait, is your dad that much of a cheapo? But you know what? I talked to her this morning and I said, Adri, I said, where are you at? She goes, I've raised $800.
Wow.
I was like, okay. I was like, Adri, I want you to continue to do this because you had in your heart that you felt like God was nudging you to go and do this and to talk to women in Costa Rica or whatever. Okay, good, good for you. But, to me, I was like, I'm not going to bail you out of this. Okay. I'm going to have you go through this process and do it because I don't want to block you understanding that this is how it works. You want to do something, you feel like God is nudging on your heart to do something. Okay, you can go and go do it. And then you have to now go and it's building your faith. Instead of having daddy just go and write you a check. I was like, no, you know what? You continue to do this. And then if you get to that point and it's not there, then, we can talk. But you continue to go and do what you need to do. But here's the deal. That's a $2,500 trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a $2,500 trip to a kid that don't really have any massive source of income, but she wants it. Yeah. Just like how if Taylor Swift comes in town and you can have some really broke people that are working at Burger King and somehow, some way they found themselves at a $1,400 seat. You want to know why? Because they want it.
Yeah.
When you want something, you will get it. This is America, okay? In America, when you want something, you just get it, all right? And a lot of us wouldn't be where we're at, whether it's good or bad, but we have that thing. So when we want something, we say, shoot, I want this, I'm gonna go get it, right? So I truly believe that you have enough people right now, you have 300 plus people, and I believe that there are 30 qualified people that at some point in 2026, if your membership never grew, would take you up on a retreat.
Yeah.
And I believe that you guys can charge. I believe you can charge on the low. Okay, don't vomit. We can take a break in a second here. Okay, after this, I believe that it should be between $2,500 to $5,000. That's what I believe. And I believe that that if we did that and we had 10 people come to each of these over each quarter, I believe that you would be able to infuse more money into the business in a 2 to 3 day retreat than you are making right now every quarter. And that would change the game.